Hello, hello. So, I never turned my music on. 2 seconds. There we go. Just kidding, guys. Yeah, I'm hiding in the dark because allergies. But I finished the first wall of the tavern. So, okay, that actually does. I was worried how the brick part down at the bottom was gonna come out, but it actually looks like a decent inside to a tavern. And then if I point y'all over this way, this will end up back here. Not that you can see it because my face cam is in the way. So this will be back here, hiding in the back. And I just got to add the doors to the kitchen. On this wall, going this way, will be a uh, should should just be the um just a solid wall. That whole wall will be, as I attempted to get my camera to cooperate again. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I was working earlier at work. Let's see if I can. On the doors. So that'll go, it'll be, in theory, saloon style doors. There'll be two of them approximately here. It's a little hard with this all flopping around. Um, but yeah, so I almost finished this, so that'll be just very basic, nothing too crazy. I don't have, I should have enough uh, of this color to finish these doors. But I definitely will need to order more of this color because I think this should be enough. The two skeins should be enough to. Okay, can we cooperate a little bit, please? Great. Well, you guys probably wanna. Let's switch to this camera so I don't knock everybody around trying to adjust things and I'm not twisting the right ones. I swear. Come on. You were so cooperative with me. Let's. Yeah, okay. Good enough. So I have the other door panels, but I don't have any more this color. I don't think. No, that's a different red. Yeah, that's for the bar stools. That's another one I gotta order. So there's, like I said earlier, I'm a little all over the place right now. Because whatever weather front came through brought like a bunch of nasty pollen that's either not the usual pollen or not the usual amount of pollen. Because normally, okay, I'll feel a little like sinus congestion with the allergies, but my eyes, man, yesterday and today, like I never get the itchy, watery eyes, and Mother Nature decided to go, ha ha, fuck you. I did unmute my mic, right? Yeah, okay. I am all sorts of messed up. We're gonna go attempt. Hopefully I don't stab myself on said attempt. We're gonna attempting to pull things through. Let's cast. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Now I gotta go pull up my stream so I could pull up the extension down at the bottom. Okay. Great. Fantastic. So I guess we'll also do doing all my planting now. Great. Okay. Fantastic. So. I can go back to fighting. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to attach the doors to the door frame yet. I might use some of I have some remaining dark gray that I used for the brickwork. Yeah, you know what? I'll use that, but I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be the double over thread. So we're gonna have it slightly overlap. We're gonna secure the thread back here somehow. I have the thimble. It's somewhere buried. Where is it? There. Definitely sometimes I need a metal thimble to properly force it through, but at least the rubber works when I'm trying to pull and get extra grip. Next here. We're gonna just do 2 strands through, attempting to pierce it in the same spot. not in the right. Hold on. Gotta play this game. Hello. Can we not cooperate? I most certainly do. Oh, man. That would be why. Ooh. Okay. So, back to the struggle that was happening. Now we can go back to struggling. So we have a door. We're gonna attempting to there we go. And we'll go. There we go. And again, I might have to add some extra support to, like the edges, just to make it so it stands up a bit better. But I'll leave that. You can't even see it. Never mind. Ignore my rambling. I'm just gonna knock over everything. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to this color. So I need 919, 975. That's the one I have to add. So I've been laying out the set, which again, we're gonna adjust this, tilt this. So you guys can see the lovely set while I'm, can I back you up a little bit? Is that gonna, there. This way I'm not, back that up. So I'm not showing off any accidental, free streaming or anything. So I got the set going on back there that I am slowly building. So I'm now building the second door. I gotta make more of the connectors. They're just a pain in the ass because it's like 17 pieces. But since I have enough, basically I'm trying to run out whatever colors I have. Like the floor, I definitely need to get more. I need to make 2 more floor tiles, and I only have like a handful of skeins left. So I gotta order more of that. I have all these variety of colors. Um, yeah, so I'll just sit here. I will try not to find myself up by sitting on my pants. Ugh. I say try. No, I guess if I lean this way, you guys can kind of see me. But, Hello. How's it going? I am currently working on the second door for the kitchen entrance. So I figured let me show off what I have of the set so far, which is why everything's kind of very zoomed out. I'm also currently suffering from a horrible bout of allergies, and I can like barely see what I'm doing right now. But that's okay. That is what happened when Mother Nature decides screw you people in particular. So now that I've shown that off for a little bit, I will bring the camera back down so you have an easier time of seeing what it is that I am doing in theory. In theory. We're playing the crafter's game of chicken because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough thread to finish up this door. In theory, is going to play the RPG game again. Fantastic. Okay. is getting twisted because I made my thread too long again. I gotta attempt to keep it untwisted. This way it stays cleaner. I have to make a staircase. I have to so I need a completely solid wall. This is gonna have like the front door. And what I might do. Like center the front door. Trying to like plan out this whole bar in my head and try to figure out what wall panels I'm gonna need. Uh, I know I need at least 2 more floor panels. Because if I'm doing in the like room behind like the private party room, I can just move one of the floor panels over there. The kitchen is going to be probably just a different, I'd say tiled, but medieval fantasy didn't really have tile. It could be stone. Could just do bigger version of yeah, I think that's what I'll do for the kitchen. I will do a larger version of the brick that I have here. Although I could just actually just do that brick pattern for the whole floor. I think I'll just do a whole panel. Because again, I can always cheat and have the floor panel be bigger and then have the wall sit on top of it. Because it's not like I need to have this whole thing assembled all at the same time. I really only need to assemble, you know, I could probably even get away with just the 2 walls. Because it's snapshot stop motion animation. So as long as I have enough pieces to compose the scene, I can fake it till I make it. Let's see if this actually is in this direction. That works. Okay, so I can do that to the exact same thing. Just like the raw. And then that's just going to be a different style of door. You're never going to see it from this angle anyways. I can do it against a green screen. Although actually I think I should do the same thing, but add a window over here. And I should probably also have a second one that is, I mean, it'll end up being a little shorter because this has a little extra length. But then at whatever width it ends up being, actually probably won't be that much shorter. I'll probably just make it so the front door, that yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so whatever width, chop that off over there. I definitely am gonna need to scribble these down before I completely forget what I'm plotting. So let me where's my pen? Literally right in front of me. So as I jot down my notes that would make literally no sense to anybody else. the stairs. Gonna need party room door, which I think should just be like a double wide arch. Or have two arches with curtains. But that's gonna have to be a double, just to make it sturdy. That's gonna have to be, at the very least, 2 sheets together to make it so it's sturdy. I also need to make the kitchen floor. I think the kitchen is going to be all brick. Or 3, 7, 3, 8. Okay. And then I have to just mirror. I don't know if I'm actually going to ever need anything in the kitchen, like to film any scenes in the kitchen. So I think I can just leave those alone, at least for now. I know I'm going to need the party room. The party room. I think we'll have a solid wall, a wall with and then I need this staircase. I gotta figure out how I want to do the staircase, but okay, that's enough plotting for now. caffeine and snack. I let this get too twisted. It's going to be a pain in the ass now. Basically, the way I'm making this is I create the frame around, and then I do straight stitches going across to kind of give it that like louvered look. I try to, anyways. It ends up looking a bit more like a solid door the way I did it, but that's fine. Okay. So we're trying to avoid the twistiness. So by doing this back and forth, then I go up one way and then I go down the other way. Just to keep it nice and very, very carefully continue. go back up to the zoomed position. So I can be kind of chilling here in the background and you guys can see the set. Obviously I need to have my spotlight on it, but I don't have anything magnetic over here to stick it to. There. It's not gonna work. Those batteries are gonna die. I have another. I thought I did. Somewhere I had a light. There we go. That's where it is. I have different lighting. I can twist this over and light it up that way. This way I disappear into the shadows. That is perfectly fine with me. So you can kind of see me in the corner. Let's scooch a little closer. Yeah, it's probably going to be a shorter stream tonight just because of how ridiculously tired I am. It's not even that I'm tired. My eyes are just killing me. Can I read a quarry? Oh, I have a minute. I have to wait. By the time I probably left hand type out that command again, it'll be time to raid. So now I'm starting on the second pass. So this is what it looks like after one pass. You see how there's still some gaps there in as I try and move it so you can see it's not as like solid looking, at least as I'd like. So we'll just slightly more. Maybe if I good bot. See if I move this live editing. Move that over on that side. This way, perfect. This way, y'all can see what's going on over in that corner. Because if anything, this is probably how I'll be. Especially when I start recording things. And then, when I eventually start doing the snapshots, I am going to see if there's a way that I can take the snapshots from like in OBS or have the same camera be used. What if I cast fire? Not even typing. It would help if I was typing. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh well. Guess I can't cast fire. Let's see. I also imagine this will be coming from somewhere over in this vague direction. But if I have it over here, or we'll put this over here for now. I don't know. Just gonna then I'm also gonna need to build a room. Not that like these aren't this isn't one giant room, but I need to build a bedroom, like an actual room at the tavern. And that I gotta figure out like what sort of general dimensions. I'm thinking probably half the size of the floor tile, so like split this Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll do it so it ends up where I get 5 squares across. So if I use that same pattern, um, it makes it nice and even. So it'll be 5 by 7. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to secure this end and cut a new strand because it's going to get too short to be able to actually properly weave in if I do another row across. We're going to fight to pull that needle through. Yeah, that light is already dying. I have to put better batteries in it. Snack break. we're doing the final row on this one. Great. Fantastic. Okay. So that is one half of the door. And because these are the saloon style doors and you're going to actually end up potentially seeing both sides of it, that's why I'm doing it this way, where I make one side and then sew them together. This way, I will show you what that looks like. Put that down for a second. But because so here's the wall. I don't have to worry about doing this side of the wall because unless I'm actually actively filming stuff either through the door to this side, I would at that point be using a slightly different set. But because the door, you know, if I have a character walking through here, then I need the door to be able to be finished from both sides. So that is why I am doing it that way. There's a method to the madness, I swear. Oh, yeah, I thought I'd be able to push through the allergies, but short of like dosing myself up and falling asleep halfway through, I am not gonna make it too much longer. What I will be doing, however, so off stream, I am going to. That's not what I want. I want this direction. I'm gonna finish this door. I'm gonna order more thread because I need to make a lot of doors. I need to make more walls, and then I need to make a couple more bar stools. I think what I'll do is I'll have the bar stools over here. I'll have two bar stools over here. And then I can do like there's gonna be a window on that side, so maybe there'll be like a coat rack or something on that wall, like hooks. And so I will figure out as I slowly build it. I need to make a couple more connectors. I need to make some like half width connectors just to make sure I have whatever. So like, because the full size of the connector won't fit on the like the small side of the kitchen door. So the connector that I have won't fit here. So I need to make one that's like half of what I have. Um, half, whatever, but a smaller version. So I can fit it in the corners like when I need to. And then if I have one that's over here, if I need to add the extra support. So we have half a door. That'll be back there. And that's where we're at with all of this. Gonna lay this down over here. Kind of casually tilt that back a little bit. I'm gonna switch over here. And yeah, thanks everybody who stopped by. Switch back over there. My room looks incredibly dark because I don't have the light on, but it does look cool with those the how do I get 15 bones out of 10 wolves? The math ain't mathing again. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish the other door. Off stream, I have another like a mini wall panel. I'm gonna make I have my list of what to work on. Let me slowly close things up and try and shove them back where they need to go. So when I go to work on these, I won't be like, huh, where'd this go? I thought I had this. What happened to it? I'm gonna leave this here.
That's what I'm using to attach as the hinges. Let's go in there. I have a bunch of crap over there that I need to shove back in this general direction. Um, mhm, mhm. Great. Okay. On that note, I don't think it's time for me to do another raid yet. Mhm, mhm. Um, 4 minutes. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna last 4 minutes. My eyes are killing me. And on that note, I am going to head out so I can rest my eyes and hopefully stop fighting with allergies because my vision keeps blurring. So that's always fun. Anyways, thanks guys for hanging out. Hopefully, I'll see you on Friday. And yeah, bye bye.